What's up, guys? Thomas here at E3 2018. I'm here with Peter, and we just tried Indivisible hands-on. Peter, you want to tell us a little bit about the game?
Yeah, so Indivisible is a hybrid Metroidvania, Japanese RPG. If you're familiar with Valkyrie Profile, it plays kind of like that, but with additional Metroidvania elements. You play as Ajna, who's like a rebellious young tomboy from a remote village. Her town is attacked by warlords, and so she sets out on a quest to get revenge on the warlords, and along the way she finds out a lot about herself and the world she lives in.
Very cool. And explain the gameplay a little bit to us.
Yeah, so the game is kind of divided into two phases. There's the Metroidvania exploration phase, and then there's the battle phase. So when you collide with an enemy, you will seamlessly transition into battle, and then it switches to battle. And in battle, your party functions kind of like a single customizable fighting game character. So each character is assigned to one of the face buttons, and just tapping that button makes the character attack.
Yeah, it was very easy to play. I mean, just hands-on, getting to go. The combat's very seamless. So, and then also the art style. Talk about the art style a little bit.
Yeah, so Lab Zero, my studios, if you've played Skullgirls, the game will kind of look familiar to you. It's all 2D hand-drawn animation. We have tons of frames of animation for every character and monster. And yeah, it's just a very bright, colorful game. The backgrounds are 3D, but with hand-painted textures, so we're going for sort of like a deep painting kind of look.
Yeah, really, really good looking. So tell us about how you guys come from a fighting game background into this kind of RPG style game.
Yeah, so I mean, the studio has always had aspirations in other genres, and we really wanted to make a different type of game, so we settled on this Metroidvania RPG kind of thing. The game actually began as a pitch for another publisher who said they wanted something kind of like Child of Light. So we looked at that and like, okay, well, Child of Light is a platformer with RPG battles. And then we thought back on some other games, and Valkyrie Profile stood out because we really loved its battle system. And the battle system really plays to our strengths as a fighting game developer because it's very fast-paced, combo-focused.
Yeah, I noticed that too when we were playing, and how seamless it goes back and forth between exploring and then the combat. And the combat happens instantly. You could even right off the bat. So.
Yeah. And we actually play with that a bit with what we're calling hybrid bosses. So the hybrid bosses will switch between RPG battle and platforming during the same boss fight. So you'll engage them for a bit, fight them, then they'll disengage. You'll have to run around and dodge, do some platforming, things like that, and then you'll re-engage them. And it goes through several rounds of that before the battle's finished.
And a really good story. Don't want to do any spoilers, though, but be surprised at the end, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're really happy with how the story's coming along.
Awesome, yeah. And the different levels, too, with the level design, you were showing us a little bit about the different zones. So it's not just all the same thing, right?
Yeah, so far we've only really shown Ashwat Forest, the starting level, which is kind of a jungle with ruins. But there's a lot of variety in the environments. We have kind of a steampunk Victorian city. We have a kind of walled city, Kowloon, night market kind of city. We have a desert. We have a kind of flying Indian fortress. So there's a lot of variety in what's going on in the game.
Very cool. So we're looking next year for Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch?
Correct.
Oh, and Steam, right?
Yes, and Steam for Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Well, Peter, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.